Dramatic Podcast, episode 11. I'm so ready for another great episode this week. Of course, we got our high, low, high. We're gonna talk all about what the fuck happened in Washington D.C. Because yes, we got a soundboard.
Oh my god.
We got a soundboard. I've been waiting for this day.
Somebody let Kenny have a soundboard. I don't know who that was, but it sure as shit wasn't.
Terrible idea. Anyway, then we're gonna get into a little music. We're definitely gonna talk about Morgan Wallen. I don't see his name on there,
but he was gonna be in the high, low, high. High, low, high.
I'm get into that a little bit, and then we got a FMK, which if you don't know what that means, think about it while I talk about it because it took me a minute to get it to. So, Brennan, Mr. Brennan Lindsay, how are you?
I'm great.
So, I gotta sip it real quick.
I'm great. We have a soundboard now.
Fantastic.
Kenny, my homie decided to pay $22 to have one person have the soundboard instead of $30 for two people to have the soundboard.
That was dumb. But as far as the soundboard goes, I'm very excited.
Oh, God. So high, low, high. Wow. My first high, we're going to have to go, let's get right into it. We're going to have to go Morgan Wallen's album coming out. I've listened to that on repeat for the past, 3 days now? 2 days?
It's solid.
It's heat, yeah. I was looking, because, music is weird. You get in that rut of, you listen to the same things over and over again. Right. So it's nice to have something to switch up to. And he's my favorite artist, so, besides Drake, him and Drake.
I was about to say, which one takes the cake?
Country artist, yeah. But yeah, that was definitely the highlight of my end of my week and weekend. My low is my gambling today.
Oh my god! Don't even fucking mention that shit.
Yesterday was good. I was on fire yesterday, but today I lost everything I won yesterday and more. So,
yikes!
Yeah, not a great day.
I haven't won at all. So,
yeah, I won. Yesterday I won Bills game. I had a lot on the Bills game, and then just some props in the last game, and then the Bucks. The Bucks covered my adjusted spread, but not the actual spread. So I was glad that I took an adjusted. But yeah, today it's been rough sledding for the boys.
It's been really ugly.
Yeah, rough sledding for the boys. But yeah, bring us back up. I gotta say, my second high would have to be. I just finished my first week of work, and I'm getting a brand new iPhone and iPad, and I just got a brand new computer. So somebody's gonna have to teach me how to use an iPhone.
Yes, sir. Blue messages.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, but we'll see.
I think there's a lot to enjoy about Apple, man. The only thing that pisses me off is every time you update your phone, every time the new one comes out,
you're screwed.
It's wraps on yours.
Yeah, I just want to the FaceTime thing is cool. That's the only thing.
Google Duo is better than FaceTime.
Yeah, I haven't used FaceTime in so long. No hat. We need a soundboard, no hat. We got to figure that out.
Yeah, we do.
Go ahead.
Anyway. It is my turn for the high, low, high. High, as always, my daughter, man, she's great. I had a really solid Wednesday night. Man, this week's felt long as hell.
I agree with that 100%.
Feel like I can barely remember. But yeah, solid week. Hung out with Veda and Scarlett. I do know that. Oh, she had macaroni and cheese. Bro, all of these days are running together. This week has felt like a year.
Yep, I hear that for sure.
Man, anyway, my low. would most definitely have to be work yesterday. It was just one of those days where you're just ready for it to be over. Um, it's a long ass day to end a long ass week. I was just ready for it to be over. So definitely that. And then my second high would maybe the soundboard is my second high this
I
week.
feel
I don't know.
I thought you were about to go there. I thought that was gonna be the first one, but
Yeah, I don't know. The soundboard's really it's
I
really
love
got me feeling some type of way. But yeah, so um no, my actual second high would be my Kelly day this week. I had 3 days off in the middle of this long ass week. I slept so much. I slept in.
yeah,
I don't think there was a day, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday that I got up before 10:30.
that's solid.
Yeah. Which is incredibly rare. Like Scarlett even like told her mom how late I slept in one day.
Yeah, we're
Because
like adults now, you know.
yeah, it just doesn't happen. 10 o'clock is just it just doesn't happen. But anyway, so I think America's low this week
Yeah, Jesus,
was whatever the fuck happened in Washington this weekend. It was a
that's
shit
an
show.
understatement. Yeah, good God.
It was a shit show. So, where were you when you first heard what was going on?
So it was kind of crazy, actually. That's a good segue because it just like the the huge events in our lives um, that you can just like remember and picture where you were when it happened. Like I still remember where I was when 9/11 happened. Like that's what like
I
crazy.
don't
I
know
was
that I do.
yeah. We were
I had just turned 4,
yep
so I don't know that I remember.
yep. But yeah, that's crazy. I remember my mom picking me up after like from I think it was either preschool or kindergarten. We had the same room for both, so I can't
Right.
really remember. But um, yeah, but I so to get to your question, I was at work. I just came back from my lunch break. I was just grabbing lunch. I was so busy this week, so I just grabbed lunch and was coming back to my office. And um, I was listening to a podcast on the way to get Subway, and then came back and I wasn't on my phone like really all day, so I didn't really know like what the hell was even going on in the first place. And so I got back and I was eating my sub and just like scrolling through Twitter, and I load up Twitter and that's all my feed was. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I had known that like protest or rally or whatever the fuck was. I knew that was happening, but I didn't know like I didn't hear anything.
I didn't
Obviously,
even know it was happening.
yeah, I knew it was happening. I had had a conversation with one of my buddies about it, and um, I was like, you know, like it's gonna get bad. Like I already know that it's not gonna be a great situation. And then when I saw what happened, I was kind of like, I know I didn't think it was gonna be to that extent because
No, I mean nobody did.
I thought that there would be more like the National Guard and police there, so that wouldn't happen. But
I think everyone did. I
yeah,
don't think anyone realized how easy it was to storm the Capitol.
yeah, I don't know.
All right, so I had just gotten to the gym, and I wasn't really paying attention to the TVs. But the TVs, like looking back now, I know what the TVs were playing. But like
Hmm.
all of the TVs had switched because like they have Lifetime, Gym, or not Gym, Lifetime, ESPN, Fox, and CNN News are playing. They usually have all of that, and it was just combinations of Fox and CNN all over the place.
Yep.
And like I looking back, I should have like took that as a sign, but like I was working out, I wasn't really paying attention. Um,
When you get in that zone, and it's like it doesn't really matter
yeah, I
what
wasn't.
else is
I
on.
didn't give a fuck
Yeah,
what they was talking. But yeah, so like I hadn't even paid attention to what was actually playing on the TV. So I get back to Scarlett's house and I'm sitting there with her dad and we're watching it and I'm like, what the fuck? So what was the initial rally about anyway?
so what I gathered from it was they were having like whatever just like a thing peaceful not even really like a protest. It was more like a rally, like they were both having for their like nominations. So there was just like there was literally like hundreds of thousands of people.
What are they doing this shit in January for?
Well, I have no idea, but all I know is that all these huge group of people coming together, and then Trump was supposed to come out and talk, and then what he did. So like, okay, I understand.
What he did was started a fucking riot.
Exactly. What he did was wild them up more. Like the energy level was already at like an 8, and then it was at an 11, and then that's when that was the problem. In my opinion, I like the whole congregation thing. Okay, I get it, but like that the notch up was the problem, and then they all went to the Capitol, and then it went downhill from there. To say the least.
Here's one of my very important questions. What the fuck was the goal?
See, I don't think they had a goal, but it was an unachievable goal. So, like I said, I'm trying to understand politics more. That's kind of like been my thing throughout these past couple months. So, what I've gathered is they were obviously in the Capitol. They were certifying the Electoral College votes to officially name Joe Biden president-elect. So
which, no matter what, is going to happen.
Exactly. 100%. Exactly. Mike Pence was there because Trump was beefing bad. And yeah. I'm not a huge Trump guy, but I don't mind Mike Pence because I think that he kind of keeps his cool a little bit better than Trump. I mean, a lot better than Trump. But they're both. We won't get into that. But so he was there, and he was supposed to, in Trump's eyes, he was supposed to nullify the election. He was supposed to say these electoral votes from Pennsylvania, X states, don't count. And so that's why they were marching on the Capitol, because Pence didn't do that, and they thought that since Pence didn't do that, then he was like ripping them off because Trump told them that he was ripping them off. And blatant following of a human. Yeah. No, trust me, I hear you.
This is Hitler-esque. This following, this cult-esque following is dangerous.
Yeah. No, I completely agree.
And I don't understand the appeal of Trump. I don't get it. I don't get this cult-like following of this man.
I do to a certain extent. I think that he's so different from everyone else that's ever been in that position. So it makes him appealing. Well, in the position in America as the president.
But why is that a good thing?
I'm on your side here.
I know. I'm saying, like, as Americans, why is so much different a good thing when we're looking at what we have? If we're talking about not everybody's like, oh, he says what he means, or he's honest. I'm like, okay, so he's honest about being racist. Why is that a good thing? Like, okay, maybe he put policies in to help minorities, but then he kicked them in the face when he turned around and spoke.
The problem, that's perfect. If he didn't speak, he would have been reelected. Because the policies, if you actually look at the policies that he put in place, they were good policies from the vast majority of it. But then he opens his mouth and it contradicts everything. Yeah. And that's what frustrates me.
People are like, well, Joe Biden's racist. I'm like, I know, that's my problem. You gave us 2 racist old white men.
Exactly.
And expected us to be like happy about it.
The dumbest moron is what I like to say.
Yeah. So anyway.
Who's the smartest moron?
Yeah. All right. We got sidetracked there.
Yeah.
Let me be honest. If you're storming a government building in any other country in the world, what's happening when you bust through them doors, aggressive, attacking police?
Bodies.
Bruh, it should have been Call of Duty zombies at the door.
Yeah. But it doesn't work like that here. I hear you, but
It has to. Because now look what's going to happen. Say another country comes in. They stormed. I don't know how many people had weapons on them, but I know that when they were out in I don't know. I saw pictures before they were at the Capitol.
Yeah.
There were people with guns and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, this is an assumption, that a few of them went to the Capitol. The people.
Oh, 100%. I don't think that's an assumption.
I feel like that's a fair assumption, right?
Yeah.
How? How are people with guns getting inside the Capitol?
Lack of preparation.
That's not lack of preparation.
It is to an extent.
Look what happened. Like people are saying, look what happened when Black Lives Matter was at the steps.
Yeah, but the thing with that though too is and that I understand that comparison and I've heard that comparison, but I think that it's not necessarily fair to say because in that moment, I think that people were so naive to how radical these people actually are. I think that it was like just like a blank face that it was like this is not going to happen. So there was no preparation that could even happen. Like people thought there's
is that because they're white?
No, I don't think that's the key factor. I think the key factor was people didn't think that Trump would do what he did.
Okay. I don't understand that part. It's not that I don't think that I do think Black Lives Matter was prepared. They were prepared for
yes
the way they were because it was predominantly black people. I don't think that they didn't prepare for the Trump people because they were white, if that makes sense. I don't think them being white caused them not to prepare for the Trump people.
Yes.
But I 100% believe that because it was a predominantly black crowd, that's why they prepared the way they did at the Capitol. I believe the difference between the two was, I don't know how long the rally was planned for the Trump.
I don't think very long.
I think that's the major difference between the two.
That's kind of what I was saying.
I still don't see them preparing the way they did for the Black Lives Matter if the Trump had been further out planned. I just don't see them preparing that.
Yeah. Way. Yeah. No, I yeah, I understand that. I don't know. I think that after seeing that and seeing how easy that was, there's going to be some serious problems down the road.
Yeah, for sure. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
You don't like shit like that there's no.
You don't just forget about that.
Yeah. And people that want to do shit like that don't forget about that. There's repercussions for shit like that, and people act like
there has to be. There has to be, or it's just going to continue to happen.
Yeah. Anyway, very strange situation.
It was just weird. It was just so like bizarre to me that, piggybacking off of your point, that people are just so blatantly following that they don't. It's like they're not even like thinking straight.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And like no matter what he says, it's like, yep, that's the Bible.
Yeah.
What he just said came from the Bible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and like there's so many things. There's so many things that just don't make sense.
Yeah.
Where's my girl JoJo at? Can we get my girl JoJo in here? I'm sick of everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
JoJo's a wholesome Clemson fan.
The craziest part about that too is someone who is independent is never going to be the president. Never.
Yeah.
It's impossible. And it's a huge problem.
And I think that's the way America was breeded, though.
Oh, that's literally how the Constitution and everything was written. Yeah. Was for that.
People come up to you, you want a small or a large?
Why is there checks and balances are literally the reason that we have a two-party system.
You want small or large? You answer small or large. You don't say medium. That's just the way the American mind works.
Yeah.
I think what size do you want needs to be a question. Using that as a metaphor needs to be a question that Americans think more.
No, that's a good metaphor.
More so than small or large, we need to think, what size do you want?
And to piggyback off that point, I think that people need to vote and, you know, use their head. Don't just do things based off of emotion, because
Right.
Emotion is what is like a lack of judgment. I mean, on both sides, not just, you know, the Trump people or, you know, anybody else. It's not a good situation either way. And I know you understand that, but it's just not.
For sure. The way everything is just so. It is the thing that sucks, that truly sucks, is hearing the way other countries talk about America.
Yeah.
That shit is embarrassing. That shit is embarrassing. And then Americans want to get all riled up and pissed. I'm like, no, they're right. They're exactly what, like, they're right.
Yep.
It's so fucking weird. It's so weird.
It's not a good path that we're leading down right now.
No. We are on, I truly believe we're on a path for a civil war.
I agree with that completely.
This shit looks, this is what happens when you don't, first of all, when American public school systems don't teach history. They give you some BS version of it. Stop at World War II when Americans look like heroes over in Germany, and act like in 1942 we weren't killing black people in America. Well,
the problem with that too, sorry to cut you off, but the problem with that too is, you know, yours. I love that one too because it's like so loud.
Oh yeah,
it's like blowing my eardrums out. You can keep going if you want.
No, you're good. You're good. I just wanted to hit the button.
I can't remember what I was about to say. Oh yeah, so like I feel like what you were saying was like it's almost has to be a politically correct thing. Like, oh, we can't talk about that because it would make a group of people look bad. And it's like, it fucking happened. How do you learn? How do you not make a mistake again? You understand.
Learn from it.
You understand the mistake.
100%.
Go ahead. Sorry to cut you off.
100%. No, I agree. That's exactly what I was saying. If you're not going to teach it and show like what the fuck actually happened, how do you expect it to grow? How do you expect any kind of anything to change?
It's not going to.
It's so frustrating to me. So frustrating.
Yep.
Anyway, we got this motherfucker on here. Listen, this man right here.
A little bit of a lighter mood now. We can just make fun of people.
There's one thing I want to say about Jason Whitlock. And listen, I'm only going to use that for people I don't like. Fat or skinny, I don't really care. That's just a great sign to show I don't like you. Jason Whitlock is problematic because he is a white supremacist. Jason Whitlock is a white supremacist. He denounces anything any black man does well that does not have the same way of thinking as him.
What I don't understand and what he says is you can disagree with someone, but just going like when he does it, it makes no fucking sense. Just you can have your opinion and let someone else have their opinion, but don't just sit there and fucking be an asshole to the other person when it's simply 95% of the time it's simply just a difference of opinions that you're never gonna agree on. So just stop. Just leave it alone.
He's such a dickhead.
Yeah,
I can't stand him.
I don't even like follow him on shit anymore because he's just goofy.
I only follow him to post that Stephen A. Smith video on everything he tweets. I have his Twitter notifications on, so as soon as he tweets, I can reply with it. I can't stand him.
Yeah, I don't, and being a white man, I don't understand how, just in general, of everything that we've been talking about for the past 20 minutes, I don't understand how you can just sit and be complacent with where things are right now. It's just like things that need to change, and do I think that they're going to change with? So I'm gonna get into it because yeah, whatever. But people thinking and sitting there, and I know that you agree with this because we've had this conversation. People sitting there and thinking that everything's going to be hunky dory when the next president takes office, it's just going to get worse. It's going to get worse. There's no, just because we get Trump out doesn't mean that, the country is going to go back to being perfect.
This country was problematic for Trump.
Way before Trump. That's what people don't understand. And if you sit there and this is what pisses me off the most. It's people that sit there and they blame everything on him, which there's a lot to fucking blame on. Like, trust me, there's a fucking lot.
Yeah.
But, I mean, when people sit there and post on their story that he caused 240,000 fucking coronavirus deaths, like, okay, we get it. It could have been handled differently and better.
He definitely downplayed everything about Corona at first.
Well,
initially.
Yeah, but that's just a crazy situation in general. That I don't think that anyone would have handled it in a good way.
Some people would have taken it more serious. Was the only problem.
Yeah,
that was the biggest problem. It was like,
does that surprise you that he didn't though? Like, that doesn't surprise me at all.
It surprises me to this day that this man was elected in the first place.
It doesn't surprise me at all.
And here's my biggest thing about it is, right after this, I'm going to clearly err on something that I've just thought about. But people are like LeBron James, Stephen A. Smith, any athlete, really, stop talking about politics, play basketball. Was he not a celebrity?
Yeah.
Was he not a businessman? Do you not work in an office? Why do you working in an office get to talk about politics, but because someone's an athlete, they don't get to talk about politics in the exact same country that you're in? I will never understand that logic. That is blatant ignorance. I do not get that.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just tell someone no, don't worry about politics. You play basketball.
Right or wrong, you can say whatever you want. That's the whole purpose of being in this country. You can say whatever the fuck you want.
I've heard McDonald's workers talking about politics.
Yeah.
How the fuck do they have a right?
While I'm waiting on my McChicken.
Yeah. Like, what do you like? I would never understand that logic.
No, I hear you.
But whatever. Anyway, so that's that. So in this year, 2021, we're 10 days in. We're 10 days in and I already want a refund.
Yeah.
Because I didn't try to buy 2020 twice.
No.
I bought 2020. It was an accident. They wouldn't give me my money back. I tried to buy another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tried to buy another one. Here we are. Remind me to come back to what I just thought. Remind me at the end of this to come back. You know what I'm thinking about, but you're probably not thinking about it. Anyway, this year, man, I hope moving forward, outside of policies and politics, I hope that either Joe Biden or Mrs. Harris can bring some type of unity to the country. Am I counting on it? Would I bet on it? Absolutely not. Because like I said 5 minutes ago, Joe Biden is also very racist. Like, racism is something that, like, once it's in you, it's in you. You may work with black people, Barack Obama, Mrs. Harris. You may use black people to your benefit. If you don't vote for me, you're not black. That never leaves you. That I don't want my kids in a interracial jungle never leaves you. It doesn't work like that. So, I don't know. I think people can definitely change, but I think that kind of thinking is something that's embedded in you from an early age. I don't think that's something that just turns off. It's not a switch.
No, it's a learned.
Yeah, that's something you're taught.
Yeah, and that's the problem. I think that's
Sure.
yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
the first step.
I'm very scared about.
Bro, for real. I mean, seriously.
I'm very scared about bringing my biracial daughter
Seriously.
and raising her in this country.
What? I have water all over the basement and a drain problem out here.
It's something that really bothers me mentally. You know what I mean? It's just something that can really fuck with you mentally at times. Because I know what I went through growing up in that area of Ohio that I grew up in. And I know what Mo, his brother and sister, I know what they went through as biracial kids growing up in that area. So I know how it can be. So the only thing I can do is try to prepare her as best I can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To understand, because everybody's gonna handle it differently. Like I handled it by outsmarting you. So like you're gonna call me this, I'm gonna try to have a conversation with you to show you how ignorant you are. My sister, she just put hands on you. So you call her that, she's putting hands on you. I'm very interested to see how Veda handles it and what kind of mentality she will have, because she's already so smart. I think I don't know. I don't know what to think because it just.
I mean, I think that she's gonna handle it however you teach her to handle it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know because my sister wasn't taught to handle it that way. She wasn't.
That personality, the personality trait too of like, well, you obviously shouldn't have to go through that in the first place, but it's the mindset of how, is it going to be hands or are we going to, am I going to beat
my
you
sister,
with?
She put hands on you immediately. My sister was very quick to put hands on you.
Yeah. I don't know, like, if I was ever in that situation, I don't know which way I would go.
It's hard to imagine if you never have to.
Yeah. You know, but that's why I try not to speak on that situation, and unless I know at least to some extent what's going on or can talk. I obviously can't have the conversation like you can have the conversation, but of listening to people talk, I can, you know, at least share what I've experienced and what I've seen from other people.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. It's definitely something that it definitely gives you a weird feeling.
Yeah,
it's like it's always confused. Like no matter how many times you deal with it, you're always like, it just doesn't make sense. It's something, if you aren't racist, you will never understand.
That's exactly what I had this slightly same conversation with one of my buddies the other day, and that was the exact line that I used. I was like, if you don't think that way, then you're never gonna understand why people think that. Yeah.
Yeah, I will never understand how I can like look at someone and be like, God, I hate them. I'm like, I will never understand that. It will never make sense to me. But anyway, we got pretty in depth on that today.
Yeah, that was a serious 30 minutes there. I don't think that's ever happened before.
Whoa, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Anyway, we got a nice little segment today. I like this.
We need a 5-second regroup.
Yeah. Yeah. Can we get a woosah?
Okay.
Woosah. All right. Anyway, I got a nice little segment here. We're going to talk about music a little bit. So that's exciting for us because of how much we enjoy music, period. So we're going to rank 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
All right.
Start with 3 and then work your way up.
Okay. So our first 3 are Drake, Jay-Z, and Kendrick. This is a weird 3.
Yeah.
Because if we're talking about present day.
I'm talking about overall.
Overall, then it would be.
Okay, say them again, just so everybody else can do it at the same time.
Drake, Jay-Z, and Kendrick. All right, so we could do it together. Start
Yep.
with your third place one.
Yep.
You know how it goes. 3, 2, 1. Kendrick.
Kendrick.
And I only put Kendrick there because if we're talking about complete body of work,
He needs more work, I think. I think he could be second, but he needs more.
yeah, I don't know. Because music-wise, with vision, storytelling,
Hmm.
and everything he has, he's won out of this group. But as far as longevity and
His impact isn't as big as the other two. The influence, I don't think, is as big as either of the other two.
I think that's based off culture, though.
Do you think so?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Kendrick
I can see that.
dominates culture for. He dominates Black culture for sure.
Hmm. Yeah, I can see that.
And I mean Jay-Z dominated for longer as far as that goes. But like right now, Kendrick influences Nike, Off-White. He influences the entire state of California. Like, yeah, Kendrick's reach is bigger than we realize. Drake's reach is just more publicized, I would say.
Out in the open, yeah, I hear.
Yeah, yeah. All right, second place. I'll only put Kendrick there because of his body of work. Yeah. Man, because To Pimp a Butterfly, Good Kid, Mad City.
Oh, Good Kid, Mad City was unbelievable.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm talking myself out of 3, bro.
No, I think one of his best that I think was the Black Panther soundtrack. That was
Yeah, bro. I'm talking myself out of 3, bro. I don't know. Sheesh. Damn. All right, I'm gonna leave him at 3. I really think I don't know. I'm gonna leave him at 3 just because I don't want to go back on my word. All right, number 2. 3, 2, 1. Drake.
Jay-Z.
Bro, don't fucking play with me, bro.
No, I'm not.
Don't play with me. Explain, bro. You gotta explain.
I think right now, I mean, you know how I feel about Drake. I just think that his body of work. I think that these are my two favorite rappers of all time. So I can't sit here and you're just giving me that eyeball right now.
Yeah, because
I can't be me and sit here and put Jay-Z above Drake. I think that they're very close, but I think that
what are you putting over Jay-Z that will put him at 2? What are you putting Drake? What does Drake have over Jay-Z that puts Jay-Z at 2?
so I'm thinking how I'm doing this is I don't know if you've ever seen so I can't remember what Twitter account was doing it, but they were doing like a roster card of rappers, and it was influence, lyricism, um, overall, and then there was one other one. I can't remember what the other one was, but I think that, in my personal opinion, I don't think that Drake has more influence than Jay-Z culturally.
Culturally, music, public.
Public is up in the
Jay-Z
air.
picks the artist for the Super Bowl. He works with the NFL.
Yeah, but
He has
that's
the
also
biggest athletic agency in America.
yeah,
KD, Kyrie, Andre Ward.
yeah.
Music-wise, Big Sean. The list goes on.
And I think lyrically, and I think
If you say Drake is lyrically above Jay-Z,
yes.
I'm blowing. You know what? The cap, they ain't got shit on me. What I'm about to do to the cap, they ain't got shit on what I'm about to do. All right, let me put it like this: how many Jay-Z albums have you listened to?
Probably all the way through every song, I would say 3.
3.
Yes.
Do you realize this man has 14 albums?
Yes.
You can't compare the two if you've only heard 3. You've heard less than 40% of his body of work.
No. I've listened to 3 like all the way through multiple
Right.
times, but I've listened to songs off of other ones. So that's I probably listen to 60% of what Jay-Z has to offer. But you just listen. Remember the differencing of opinions thing? Because
Hell no.
you're never
Hell
going to
no.
convince me the other way. I'm
Hell no.
sorry.
Drake's third. Drake's third.
You can't go. Drake's second. No, you can't. You can't take it back now.
All right.
I thought I was getting the soundboard there.
Yeah, you're close. Yeah, you were close. All right. So obviously you got Drake first, and I have Jay-Z first. I think that's a little insanity.
I think that Jay-Z's cultural impact is something that's never going to be replicated.
No, he's been around too long.
Yep.
1996 to 2021. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a genius.
Mm-hmm.
He's got too much to offer. All right, next three.
Also, wait.
That definitely should have been J. Cole. That should have been J. Cole.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I was
Because
just thinking those were my top three rappers.
No,
so,
I got you.
That was
No, that makes sense.
What I will say, and our difference here, I think, is you can relate more to the culture, I guess, of like what Jay-Z and Kendrick talk about, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Jay-Z, I would say Jay-Z more than Kendrick.
Nah.
No?
I would relate most to Drake, based off the way I grew up.
Okay. Maybe I'm wrong.
Because Jay-Z, he definitely grew up. I mean, he grew up in Marcy Projects.
Yeah.
And then Kendrick growing up in Compton.
Yep.
And then Drake growing up in the suburbs. I definitely would say, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely Drake. I just think the storytelling of Jay-Z, the way he makes you connect, and then the way he inspires you. Because like other people will talk about their past in a braggadocious way.
Mm-hmm.
And Jay-Z definitely has that. But he also, especially as he got older, he realized like, I'm talking to every. There was a point in his career where he's like, I'm talking to every black male under the age of 30.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one is listening to Jay-Z in some way or form, for the most part. You know what I mean?
Yep. Or so hearing it in some fashion.
Yeah. So he's like, all right, I definitely need to change up the way I'm delivering this message.
Instead of bragging about it, making you learn from it.
Yeah. He's like, I want you to understand I went through these things so you don't have to, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of like he was like a professor to me.
No, I get that for sure.
He like went through it so you didn't have to, kind of thing, and then he gave you the knowledge that he came from.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely say that.
Yeah.
As far as the next three go, I don't really understand these three being in the same category because if this order doesn't go the way it should, okay.
I think you're gonna be surprised. I think 3 is gonna be chalk, but the 1 and 2 might be interesting.
Okay. All right. Number 3. 3. Oh.
Yeah, you gotta give it.
It's Rihanna, Beyonce, and Meg Thee Stallion. These are our 3 for this one. So 3, 2, 1. Meg. Yeah, it's gotta be Meg. She hasn't been around long enough. She has pretty much zero influence outside of TikTok and strip clubs. So
yeah.
No disrespect on her. She just hasn't been around long enough to create a true following like the other two.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty short. I don't think we need to go too much in depth on that one.
No.
Number 2.
I want to say,
man, it should be simple.
I know.
3, 2, 1.
Rihanna.
It's got to be Rihanna. She's been around a little longer than Meg.
I didn't want to get yelled at.
No. You gotta say what you truly believe. If you're gonna get yelled at, it was last group.
Yeah,
last group was.
I was up in the air, but
it's got to be.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah, Rihanna, she's done an incredible job, and she's got the Fenty Beauty stuff, which some of that Fenty Beauty stuff. It's kind of nice. I can't lie. but
I would have to agree.
she's not Beyonce. She's not Beyonce.
I don't think anybody's Beyonce. Yeah.
Nah. She's just done too much. She's got too much reach. She's
Influence-wise, yeah.
her and her husband, but I guess we go act like Drake isn't the male version of Rihanna, and Jay-Z isn't the male version
Bro,
of Beyonce.
can you imagine if Rihanna and Drake dropped an album?
You mean like Jay-Z and Beyonce did, and it was incredible?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, we'll just.
Huh?
All right. This third group. Yeah, that was pretty simple.
Yeah.
Third group, we got Lil Baby, Pop Smoke, and Polo G.
I think this one could be definitely interesting.
Yeah, for sure. We'll kick it off. 3, 2.
Wait. Say them again.
Oh, Lil Baby, Pop Smoke, Polo G.
I think we know what the answer to this is, but I don't think other people will have the same, if that makes sense. Other people won't have the same list as us.
For sure. 3, 2, 1. Polo G.
wow.
I'm gonna say Polo G for one very, very specific reason. I don't know who the fuck that is. So
Yeah, you do.
it's gonna
Yeah,
be.
do. You know
Let's
his
see.
songs. You may not know who he is.
I doubt very seriously I know his songs.
What's his? Hold on.
I'm not sure that I know any of his.
No, you do. I'm telling you, bro. You do.
You know what I do know about Polo G though? I don't know that he's fat.
No, he's not. He's not at all.
If you have that butt, why would you not use it at every chance you get?
Nah, he. You know these songs. You have to. He's got a few really good ones with Juice WRLD.
I don't listen to Juice WRLD.
I know you don't, but I'm just saying they're popular songs that you would have heard before.
I might have heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Polo G. Polo G's 3. Number 2. 3, 2, 1. Pop.
Mom.
It's gotta be
R.I.P. the
Pop.
GOAT. R.I.P.
Yeah.
the GOAT.
No matter how much I love listening to his music, he just didn't quite get his time.
Mm-hmm. Too young, man. That sucks.
Yeah, that's sad, man.
It
I want to
hurts.
go to a Pop concert, man.
Bro, can you imagine us two at a Pop Smoke concert?
Yeah, I'm a YouTuber in it once we're done.
I'm not even drinking at the concert. I'm taking pre-workout and we're bringing dumbbells and I'm just going after it for 2 hours.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe we never got that opportunity.
I know, that's tough.
But obviously, Lil Baby being one in this group.
I have a hot take after you're done.
He's just been around longer, I think. Because again, I don't know who Polo G is.
Mm-hmm.
He's just been around a little longer.
Yes.
Obviously.
Lil Baby had the most streamed album of last year.
Bro, it was in my top for album of the year.
It was my top album of the year, and he was my top artist.
The Weeknd's album was the best album last year.
I'm not a big The Weeknd guy.
Current Weeknd or old Weeknd?
Current Weeknd. I was a big old Weeknd guy. Yeah.
I think current Weeknd is it has the same spice. He just loves women more now.
See, that's what I can't get down with.
I think he yeah, man. I don't know. That album was musically, lyrically, storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
That album was something else.
I think besides Drake, I think Lil Baby is my favorite rapper right now.
Rapper overall?
That's my hot take. Just like now,
that's not a hot take because that's your favorite. Now, if you say he's the second best rapper right now, then yeah, that's a hot take.
But like, who else has dropped music? You know, like an album.
Big Sean.
You sound like Jeff. I'm not a Big Sean
Sean's
guy.
heat. Big Sean's heat.
Big Sean and Jack Harlow are heat.
Jack Harlow was alright. Yeah.
All right.
I'm saying all right because it wasn't better than Lil Baby's album.
Okay, I agree with that. Overall,
Jack Harlow's album wasn't better than Big Sean's album.
I didn't listen to the whole Big Sean's album, so I couldn't talk on that. But
I'll say that it wasn't better than Big Sean's album.
I love
It was
Lil Baby.
really good though. I did like Lil Baby's. He was number 2 for me.
Mhm.
I tweeted it very early in the year that this could be the album of the year. All right, I might have posted on Facebook. One of the two.
I had my top 5 artists of last year were Lil Baby, Luke Combs, Drake, Morgan Wallen, and then another country artist that no one knows. But I streamed Lil Baby twice as much as I streamed Drake, and that's like unheard of.
Mm-hmm. My top 5 were James Brown, Sam Cooke, Jay-Z. I want to say Cole snuck in there, and Drake. I think
Lil Baby, I just streamed him so much because I was literally lifting all the time, so that was what I was listening to.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
I was looking today, or yesterday, and we have so many Pop Smoke and Lil Baby songs in that playlist. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
A third of the
it's necessary.
50 songs is.
Yeah, it's necessary.
Yeah, that that playlist is heat though.
Yeah. Anyway, if you don't know what we're talking about, we have a lifting playlist on Spotify. It's called KMB's Lift. So make sure when you hit the gym, you go check that out.
It's heat for sure.
If you guys mess with it, we'll definitely make some more. We can make some more for sexy time. So you guys can have one of those playlists.
That sounds like a youth.
Yeah. Well, you know. Do you listen to music during sexy time?
Not really. No.
I like to sometimes.
I feel like I need to get more involved in that.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a playlist. I'm gonna send you a playlist. We'll just do it like that. I'll send you a playlist. I got you. Don't trip. Right. Anyway.
You need to convince me to be that way. I will be easily convinced.
No homo.
No homo.
You just told me to convince you to listen to music during sex.
I didn't see a problem with that.
I mean, it's not a problem. Some things just needed to be clarified.
We need no homo on the button too.
Yeah, that's coming soon.
Good God.
We need a Roy Hibbert one. He got fined so many
times.
Where
did he go? He's like gone now.
Jesus. Man. Anyway, so we're gonna make up for what Brennan just said with this next segment. FMK. What does that stand for, B? If they haven't figured it out yet.
That stands for Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, this is interesting. This first 3 really got me.
I just did like hip hop. I was trying to do my top 3, and then just like I think that the women artists who have the most influence, or that I felt had the most influence on rap, because this is our the segment was obviously hip hop, so and then lifting wise what we like to listen to. So.
Okay.
And I kind of just broke this one up like attractive women.
There's nothing we can do about that. There's nothing we can do about that. Anyway,
Mo and I have had this argument forever.
Yeah. He should definitely enjoy this. All right, top 3. FMK, Nicki Minaj, Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B. I feel like this was kind of easy for me.
Go ahead then.
Nicki Minaj is dying. Meg's getting married. And Cardi B's getting a bite. I feel like that's the only way to go. We got to do something before we, because we about to.
Yeah. Yeah. I hate to do this, but I'm killing Cardi.
I get that.
I think I'm piping Nicki and I'm marrying Meg.
I get that. I feel like Cardi and Nicki would be interchangeable in this scenario. But I feel like Meg Mary is the only one that makes sense.
Yep.
I don't know. Cardi B. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. She
I
buying
don't know
like
where they're
Venus, bro.
Meg's gonna get there, bro. I'm telling you.
I'm not saying she's not, but we
Meg
know
has-
Cardi B is. So that you're banking on potential.
That's
or
not
you're
off.
banking-
That's Offset cheese. I don't even think that's necessarily her cheese. I think that's Offset.
I bet Cardi got more cheese than Offset.
I don't know about that.
Offset's splitting his cheese.
3 ways, I guess.
Cardi ain't splitting hers. And Cardi blew up
I'm
before the Migos did.
I'm interested to see net worth.
Yeah, Cardi got more money. I put money Cardi got more money. Although my bets don't go very well. I think Cardi.
Mine haven't gone well either this week, so.
Nah, that's Cardi money. Playing with Cardi money now.
Okay.
Damn, bruh. You know what?
You switching?
I'm switching.
Who
I'm
you
marrying-
killing?
I'm marrying Cardi. Nikki's still dying. I have no interest there.
Oh, okay.
She's still dying.
Okay.
She hurt my man Meek. If you hurt Meek, you hurt me. So
Underrated. Underrated is all I have to say about him.
yeah, sure.
His new album was awesome. When was that? 19?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't put together a full album in a fat minute though. He's had too many skips on his last couple.
Yeah.
But yeah. Did you figure it out yet? Did you see whose net worth is higher?
Oh no, I wasn't even looking. Hold on.
Whose net worth we got higher? That's Cardi money, man. I really think that's Cardi money.
Estimated to be 8 million.
Who, Cardi?
Yep.
It's good money.
So loud. Oh, come on, bro. According to Celebrity Net Worth, Offset's net worth is $26 million. That's
Really?
Offset money. I'm telling you, bro. Yeah.
Hey, hold on. $8 million buys a Lambo.
Oh,
What?
for sure. Yeah, I'm not saying it doesn't, but
Damn, okay. Shit, I was wrong there. That's crazy. I didn't expect that. Damn, Miko's getting paid. Anyway,
Hey.
so about to start rapping.
I'm in.
Fuck it. So this next three, I know 2 of them. I don't know the third one.
Yeah. Well, this is an easy one, I think. I think we're going to have the same one, honestly.
It's possible. All right, you go first this time.
Okay. So the 3 are Addison Rae, Dixie D'Amelio, and Madison Pettis.
Mhm.
Okay. Off the rip, I'm killing Dixie. She's just a little too interesting for me, I guess.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't really know what that means either. It's just, I don't. It's just, I don't know. She's in her feelings all the time, and I can't handle that. Yeah, so I'm killing her.
I'm killing her.
Yeah. And then I was waiting on it. I'm piping Addison and I'm marrying Madison.
Yeah, we got the same one.
Yeah.
We got the same one. Madison, I don't know. It's just something about Madison that's just there's something about Madison Pettis, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
she grew up. That's all I gotta say.
We're the same age. People are like, that's kind of weird. No, it's not.
Nope.
We're the same age. I fell in love when I was 6. There's nothing I can do about that.
Actual factual.
There's nothing I can do about that.
Mm-hmm.
I got another one for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think you put some disrespect on some women.
This is gonna be a recurring thing, so
No,
I didn't want to get all the names out.
I got one, and then I just thought of something that was goofy. But this one right here. J-Lo, Jennifer Aniston, Salma Hayek. That's next level.
You go first.
Damn.
I already know who I'm marrying,
I think I do too.
and I think I know who I'm killing.
Fuck it. I'm gonna go like this. Aniston's gone. Marrying Selma. Smashing J-Lo. Fuck you, A-Rod.
Switch the last two, and that's mine. I'm marrying J-Lo 100%.
You're marrying J-Lo?
100%.
She's just too spotlight. Selma been fine in the background. Like
Yeah.
where she go and how she's just.
Yep. She's getting piped for sure, but yeah, we're going with the. We're marrying J-Lo 100%.
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. What's the reason for J-Lo though?
I just find her extremely attractive.
See, she's just a little too in the spotlight.
I'm okay with it. If you look like that, I'm all right with it.
You're okay with that?
Uh-huh.
All right. I got one. So I bought Scarlett cookbooks for Christmas. She wanted that.
I saw she made a Instagram for her baking.
Yeah, it's heat. May makes cakes. She's this episode is sponsored by May Make Cakes.
Follow the Instagram account or
Sure.
you're fake.
Yeah. So I bought her 3 cookbooks. And we're gonna do this with the cookbooks. The 3 cookbooks are Ayesha Curry, Rachel Ray, and Chrissy Teigen.
I know who I'm killing 100%. Rachel Way is gone.
Oh man.
I don't fuck with Rachel Way.
Hey, you know what? Nah, you know what? Go ahead. Finish yours.
Who was the other one? Ayesha Curry, and who was the other one?
Chrissy Teigen, John Legend's wife.
Yeah. Chrissy Teigen, I don't agree with her on a lot of things that she says, but she's getting the pipe, and then I'm marrying Ayesha.
All right, let me keep it like this. Ayesha's gone. Now that sounds crazy, but let me explain.
That's crazy.
The year is 2015. The Cleveland Cavaliers are in the finals. And this woman's talking about it's rigged. Boom. That's the first whack point she got. The year is 2019. Her husband is on his way to his 3rd championship. He's got 3, right?
Yeah.
3rd championship. And what's she on talk show TV talking about?
No, 2.
No, he's got 3. He beat the Cavs twice for sure.
3. Sorry. Yeah. 2 with KD and then 1 without. Yep.
Right. So, and what's she on TV talking about while her husband is on the way to his 3rd NBA championship? That she's not getting enough attention from men. Honestly, I think she should be arrested. But since I can't put that into motion, like, you're married to Steph Curry and you feel like you're not getting enough attention from men, I don't.
I think that might have been my favorite
Ayesha?
one.
Ayesha's gone.
Wow. You might have
She's
just
gone.
swayed me a little bit.
I have to. How are you not? Yeah, she's gone. She's got to go. But I'm marrying Rachel Ray. I don't give a fuck. You should see this cookbook, bro.
Yeah.
Everything in there slaps. Hers is by far the best cookbook. And when Rachel Ray was a little younger, come on, bro, she was bad. Rachel Ray was bad back in the day.
She was alright.
She was bad, and she could cook. It is what it is. I'm taking Rachel Ray, and then Chrissy Teigen. We're gonna have our one night together, and
I agree with that one.
yeah. So
I don't. This might be a hot take, but I don't really find her even that attractive.
who?
Chrissy.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get that at all.
I think it might be her like emotions more than it is, and what she says more than her actual looks. But
Yeah, just stop.
I digress.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, ooh,
Getting the shakes.
yeah. Start fantasizing about things.
Fantasize.
Yeah, Rachel Ray's getting married. She's got to.
No.
You
I gotta
gotta
stick
see
with mine.
you gotta see the cookbook.
When I see the cookbook, I might sway, but until I see the cookbook, I gotta stick with it.
Yeah, you gotta see the cookbook. Anyway, episode 11. It's been fun.
It has. We
I
got
think
serious for a little bit.
Yeah, we did. I think we had some really good conversation. I hope you felt comfortable enough to say it and just be completely open.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I hope there was no like hesitance or anything like that in anything
Well,
that you wanted to say.
What I like most about having serious conversations with you is you'll call me out on if I say something that you don't agree with, and I'll call you out on something that I don't necessarily agree with, and that's when we can actually, have a decent conversation.
For sure. Because I think this podcast was created in 2016.
Yes.
When we were at the depot. I believe we were playing 2K. And the debate was brought up. You know what debate I'm talking about?
There's been so many, I don't think I do.
The very first one of all time. Westbrook versus Harden.
That was like a week long situation.
Yeah. And who did you pick?
James Harden.
You picked James Harden.
I did.
I picked Russell Westbrook.
I will never pick Russell Westbrook.
I picked Russell Westbrook. My guy went on.
Clarkson.
Okay.
I'll take Jordan Clarkson.
Since we're here.
Yeah.
Let's reflect. Who has been more right since then? I would say me.
I would say neither of us.
Neither one of them. Yeah. I think if we had to pick one, but I mean, it wasn't like that wasn't our. If we could pick anybody, that was just between those two.
A comparison, yeah. I would still stick with mine, but I don't like either.
Moving forward,
after the past month, probably not. No.
James Harden. I don't know if you know, but
that quarantine 50 hit him hard.
My guy didn't get fat. My guy won an MVP since that conversation.
That MVP was cap.
It's all we got. What does James Harden bring to the table since then?
Scoring titles.
I think a season averaging a triple-double, which he's on pace to do again, is bigger than scoring titles.
He played with no one. He literally stole rebounds from his centers so that he could pad his stats.
What's the problem with that?
There's no problem. I'm just saying.
Did you see the record when he had a triple-double? They were incredible when he had a triple-double.
I will never pick Russell Westbrook. It's never going to happen.
I get it. I just can't pick James Harden's inefficiency.
I would
he's
rather.
He's the reason his teams can't win.
As inefficient.
Yeah, but he's going to do more. He's going to play defense, and he's
them on the same team was a disaster.
It was disaster from the beginning. Just like I think Kyrie and KD are.
Oh.
I think it's the emotions. I think more so than their play. I think it's
Kyrie's emotions more than KD's emotions.
KD argues with 13-year-olds on social media. The man's just as emotional. Kyrie just talks about it more in the media.
Okay.
He had a burner, man.
No,
arguing with 13-year-olds as the second best basketball player in the world. He's arguing with teenagers that are 5'7".
The weird thing is, I think that he enjoys doing that.
I think it's a complex.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he has a complex. I will never forget when he got drafted. They did not when he got drafted. I think it was when they went to the finals against the Heat. They did like a special on him. Coming out of high school, he was a second-ranked player. Going into the NBA draft, he got drafted second. Then he was with Russell Westbrook, and there was always the conversation about who matters more on the team. Then he goes to Golden State, and he's a snake because he joined the best team. I think it's a complex. I think mentally he's in a place where he has to prove himself all the time to everyone.
That's fair.
I feel like it's a complex.
That's fair.
I don't know.
I like
don't know.
KD
It's a little
lot.
weird. I like KD as a player too. I think emotionally he's weak. Like he let Patrick Beverly guard him, and then he gets weird. I was just following coach's instructions. You shot 7 shots on Patrick Beverly, sir. He is 6'1", and you are 7'8". Get it done.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm checking the Browns score right now.
Where are they at?
35-16 Brownies.
It's been a shit show.
Wow. They're not.
Was that 5th touchdown Nick Chubb?
Austin Hooper.
Does he have 34 receiving yards?
That was 7. Give me a second.
So he has like 16 yards.
33.
The line's 33 and a half.
No shit.
I swear to God.
Wow.
He
It's
better
only
get
the
a
third
catch.
quarter. Yeah.
But they're gonna stop passing soon, so he better get a 30.
But if they do pass, he's gonna get the catch for sure, or at least a target.
Targets don't give me yards.
Targets get you a better chance of getting yards than not a target, though.
Anyway, episode 11. A good time. Thank you, clowns at the Capitol, for free content.
Yeah, that was a free 30-minute conversation. That was a good conversation.
For sure. But it was definitely free content.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As always, we appreciate you greatly. If you made it this far into the episode, share it with your mama, your grandma, your grandpa, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your best friends, girlfriends, boyfriends, cousins, brothers, uncle. We are out. Peace.
Deuces.
That was a good conversation.